Hello friend, welcome back. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys what are some of the best use cases for automation test engineer, which SelectorsHub Pro only has solved those. So let's see under here in this page, we have listed all those best use cases. So the very first thing I will show you guys selector sealing. This is one of the best feature which SelectorsHub Pro has. Like whenever there is a UI change happen, so we generally like locators used to get change. In this case, like how to verify all those selectors one by one. Like for an example, this is my script and like a lot of locators selectors are written there, and in place of like verifying one by one, can we verify all of them together? So yes, that's possible with the pro version. Like in free version we have the XPath healing, but that just verify XPath. But if you want to verify everything like CSS selector name, class name, everything, in that case this selectors healing is very helpful. So what you have to do, you just copy the complete script, copy this way, go to that page where you want to verify. So for an example, I will just take it this page here, and you can open SelectorsHub here just by clicking on the logo, another great feature. And you, if you expand this, you will see that here this is selectors healing feature. So you just click on this and paste your entire script here, and you have to pass the command here like this. You can choose from the drop down, and we have also given the instructions, so don't worry about it, and just click on submit. It will fetch all the selectors like CSS selector name, and whichever will be matching, it will show 1. If it is not matching, then it will show 0. So that way, like, you can just quickly fix them. So this is how it fetch all the selectors from your script, and quickly you can verify all of them just in a single click without wasting any time, right? So this is very great feature, like you can verify all your selectors from your script just in a single shot. You can generate the locator page just in few seconds. So let's say you want to generate the locator page. How quickly you can generate the locator page? We want to generate locate selectors like locator page for all these elements here. So what you have to do, just click on the code here, and you can see the page POM here, locator page button, POM page. Click on this, whatever framework type you are using, like if you're using this command or at find by, or if you're working with Cypress or Playwright or Selenium with Python or anything. So for an example, we'll take this one for a second, and now you just click on this inspector button, inspect page button, and you can start inspecting all those elements for which you want to generate the locator page. And you can see that here in SelectorsHub XPath, I mean like locator page is getting generated for all the elements and everything here. And you can simply copy, go to your editor and paste it. So this is how you can generate the locator page just in few clicks within few seconds. This is amazing feature it is. Next one is like SelectorsHub inspector. So yes, this is there in free and pro version. So this is there. Of course, like it is very helpful feature. Like you just inspect, click on once on it, and it will be forever active. It won't get deactivate like even after one click. And just by hover, it will show you the element property, like this is SVG element. If any element will be can't be inspected, it will show you. If it will be inside shadow DOM, all those features, it will let you know if any element will be inside iframe, like it is telling you this element is inside cross origin iframe. So all those feature it has, and very easily you can inspect any element, and just by right clicking you can disable it. You can auto generate XPath relative to other element here. This is another great feature. Just click on access XPath. For example, we'll go to this page, click on this access XPath button here, and first you inspect that element for which you want, with respect to which you want to generate, and then inspect that element for which you want to generate. So here, let's say we want to generate for enter email with respect to user email label. So select this, first inspect this, and then you can inspect it, and you can see that XPath is generated for this particular element with respect to this. If you want to generate, let's say for resources with respect to products, first inspect products, then inspect resources. So here XPath is generated for resources and products with respect to products. and this XPath is the previous one, the last one which you have generated, and here you have the new one. And if you want to generate it with command, you can also turn on the command, and then it will be generated with command as well. So this is how you can generate the XPath with respect to any other element, or you can say access based XPath like parent, child, and all those things, following sibling thing. You can also test the dynamic like XPath stability. You can test with SelectorsHub Pro version. What does it mean? Like you see here, just go back here on the home page. If you inspect any element which will have the ID, or like with ID kind of thing, attribute which is dynamic, in that case it will have this button. You see that if you click on this button, it will test the stability of this XPath and will let you know whether this XPath is stable or it will be like it is going to be changed. Just so click on this and it will test the stability and let you know. So you can see that 0 element matching unstable XPath. So it will be recommended that you don't use this XPath. So what to do in this case? Just hover on this, it will let you know what to do. ID attribute seems like dynamic, so just click on this and click on this ID attribute, and now if you will inspect this particular element, it will generate XPath without ID. So you can see that now this is a stable XPath. You can use this. So whenever there will be something like which will be dynamic and XPath kind of thing, it will automatically show you that button. Just click on that and then it will test the stability of that XPath. So this is another great feature in the Pro version. Generate code for shadow DOM elements in Selenium, Cypress, and Playwright. So this is again a very good feature that it has. Like you can generate the code with like code for the shadow DOM elements, whether you are working with Selenium, Cypress, or Playwright. So just inspect the element like this, and here you see that by default it will give you Selenium Java code here to handle the shadow DOM element. If you want Cypress, you just select this, it will give you Cypress JavaScript code here to handle shadow DOM. If you want Playwright, just select Playwright, and here you have an option for JavaScript and Java both. So by default it will come with JavaScript. If you want for Java, you can just select it. So this is how you get the generate the code for shadow DOM element just in one click according to your framework. Another great feature. And these are, trust me, like these are the very huge time saver actually. Like generally if you try it by yourself, it will take hours of time, and here you just can do this handle shadow DOM element just in few clicks. You have an option to generate selectors XPath without attribute. So like for an example, if you inspect any element which is by default it is generating with some particular attribute, like here it is generating by default with ID, and you have an option here with attribute as well as without attribute. Like let's say you want to say that don't generate with this particular attribute like ID or any other attribute. For an example, if we inspect any other element, let's say password, here it is generating with ID. You can uncheck this. Now it is generating with placeholder, but you don't have placeholder option here. So here you can pass this that you don't want with placeholder, and now you hit enter, it will generate with something else. So you have an option to generate without any particular attribute. You can pass that attribute name here. If you want forcefully to generate with a particular attribute, then you can pass that name here. Feature to copy edit values which you have saved. So if you have saved any value here, like for an example you are writing your own XPath here, so in that case you can save this particular value. Okay, like let me just write another XPath here. Let's say we inspect any element and we are writing the XPath here. How you can write that fast as well. So here we have written this XPath, and if you want to save this, you just click on this button here, it will get saved. And now in future, whenever you want to again get this particular value what you have written, so what you do, click here and you can see this value is there. This you can edit, click on edit button, it comes here, and again you can edit whatever you want. Even if you will close the SelectorsHub Pro version and again you open, you get that value here. So that is basically you can save this value, and whenever you want you can edit that. You can also see the value in context menu itself. Like let's say for an example, you don't want to open SelectorsHub in some situations, like in this case of like drop down or any situation you want to generate a very quick and fast. So just right click, and here like in free version you just have an option to copy, but you can't see the value, what is the value before copying it, right? So here in pro version you can see the value as well even before copy. You see that all the attribute like whatever selectors are there showing, you can see the value before you copy them. So this is another great feature. You can also auto generate the playwright selector. So if you click here and under customize, by default you will see the PW selector will be on. So if you don't need, you can keep it off, otherwise you turn on this, and you will see that now if you will inspect any element, let's say here, it will also show you these kind of playwright selectors as well. So if you are working with playwright, it will be very easy for you to work with. Then you have a feature to scroll the DOM to show the matching nodes and all. And there are many other features which you guys can explore. You can also open SelectorsHub Pro in DevTools like this. And if you you also have a debugger feature, generate XPath and selectors with double quotes. If you want to expand the like here if you want to like let's say, because it used to generate the all possible selectors for any particular element. So if you want to see all of them in place of like scrolling, you can expand and see all of them. Under customize you have this option, so now you can see all of them. If you there are many features. Debugger feature, if you want to inspect any element, any dynamic element, you can use the debugger feature, and a lot more other features are there. So these are some of the like best unique features of SelectorsHub Pro version, which can save a huge amount of time, and these are must-have features for every UI automation test engineer, and this is going to be very helpful. So if you are using the free version, then I will definitely recommend you guys that please upgrade it to the pro version. And currently there are lots of offer running, so you can just check out under pro plans here for SelectorsHub Pro, and also explore all our other free tools as well, like check my links, page load timer. They will really help you guys a lot to save more time. With that, thank you so much. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also check out these awesome informative videos and keep watching more videos on SelectorsHub channel. Thank you.